It all started so simply. I had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funkercise, fired up the Barca-Lounger, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and prepared to watch some serious tube. Little did I know, my snack was sent by Rez.
You are mine.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the resurrection, the video resurrection of Project Stack. I'm doing this in conjunction with Sega Saturn Junkyard, so please give them a check out both on their blog and in the Facebook group that they have going for anyone who is unwilling to admit that the Sega Saturn has gone, even though it is 2017. If you are a Sega fan though, also feel free to check out the Sega Dreamcast Junkyard, both the blog site and the Facebook group for that, for all fans of both the Sega consoles. Right, so we're going to be having a look at Rex today. So this has sprung from the idea that I've got a lot of Saturn games sat around that I've never played on, so I'm trying to work through them. So I put up a photo of all of them. You'll be able to find them if you do go to the Facebook group I mentioned. And I'm going to have a little playthrough on each of them for about 20 minutes and do a bit of commentary. Firstly, this is the second attempt of playing Gex. So normally I'd play them as first plays. This is the second attempt because I made a right balls up of the audio the first time around. So hopefully I won't have that this time. So you just saw the introduction to Gex. I've just done a bit of research on it. It's from Crystal Dynamics because I was a bit confused as to what was happening, or whether this was a sequel or whether it was the first in a series. It is the first. No idea, no context offered as to why he has a nemesis. I'll explain on that a bit more in a second. So Gex is apparently a TV-loving gecko, hence the name and the look. As you can see in the bottom right screen there, looks a bit like a bit of a 90s rude dog pose going on. So 90s it hurts, this game at times. So Gex he grew up in Hawaii, according to what I read on the slightly bizarre backstory on Wikipedia. He grew up in Hawaii. His dad worked for NASA. No story or explanation as to what a gecko does for NASA, but he was working for NASA and he was killed. Gex rather depressively started to just binge watch television, so became a media content addict. His mother then made the move to California, and then he got annoyed that he wasn't allowed to watch TV as much, and he moved out. Then they found out they inherited billions of pounds. Stay with me for this. So he bought the biggest house on Hawaii, moved back to Hawaii, and bought the biggest television in the world, which was why he was sat watching what looked like about a 30-inch screen. Like I said, it is so 90s it hurts, this game. So he seems to have spent his life watching television, not sure who his nemesis is or why his nemesis hates him.
Let's get it on!
But as Gex just said, let's get it on. So the game starts in this kind of overview hub world. He's just gibbered something about Dick Clark. I do not know who Dick Clark is. There are a lot of references in this game that kind of go over my head. It's a bit like if you were a non-American or a European or a British person watching Fresh Prince in the 90s. You'd enjoy the show, but then every now and then a character would come on screen and all the crowd would whoop and holler, and you'd just be sat there thinking, I have absolutely no idea who that is or why people are cheering. Then the person would typically say a catchphrase or something that people associate with him, and the crowd would cheer again, and again you'd just be sat there. Remember, this was the 90s, this was pre-Google, so there was no chance of ever really finding out who those people were. So we were just in the hub world.
Let's get back to the mystery van.
Now we're off to the cemetery hub world. So you'll see there are 5 levels on this. We're going to go in number 1.
place needs is color.
So A button is the tongue attack, B button is tail whip, C is jump, and left trigger is this run fast. Now I did explain that I'd played this, but I'm going to go over the introductions because this is what it gives you. So find level remote controls to turn on new TVs. So you need to get through the level, find the TV remote, and then that will open up a new world. What I do like is this kind of cool gripping onto the side gecko walk attack that he's got going on.
It's tail time!
Oh, need to run to get up there. So you'll notice that I've just picked up a power up. The orbs that are spread around allow you, if you've got health, which is the hands there up on the right hand side of the screen, if you've got health missing and you tail whip them, you get extra health, or if you pick them up they do various things, including that kind of trippy run fast.
Geronimo!
Oh, missed that one. There we go. I'm not really sure what the red ones do, I've not figured that out yet. So very Mario coins or Donkey Kong bananas. 100 of the golden insects will give you an extra life. And I did find this on my first playthrough. This is a kind of hub world. Again, a bit like going down a pipe in Mario or Donkey Kong countries, like caves and stuff that you go in.
Hated this thing.
I'm not really sure what the public
Oh, yeah.
perception
Yeah,
of this game is, but I actually quite enjoy it. I was quite keen to come back and do this second playthrough. Right, so pull down while jumping to tail bounce on enemies or blocks. Hold the jump button and push up afterwards for a super spring. I've tried that a few times and I cannot get it to work. So there's the TV remote. That will allow me to unlock another level. So there we go. Like I said, oh there we go. Kind of got it to work, but didn't really seem worth the effort that I've been putting in for the last 20 minutes. So it should tell me about sticking on the surfaces. First time I played this, I actually jumped in this little water pit below, thinking that it was another bonus level. It is not, just to give you a spoiler. Had I seen this bit with the ledges over it, I would have realised that it was stupid to do that, because it's obviously
You shouldn't have.
just a peril.
This one's for Johnny. It's tail time.
Stand in front of the TV, and that'll take me back to my hub world. Level 1 done.
Ha! That is wild. Like the slime boys. Nice touch.
So, to turn on the TV, press start, and then I just press, so as it says here, use the D-pad to choose a remote and press the C button to use it. If this belongs to a TV in this world, the TV will turn on. So as you can see, it's got that skull on it, and it's this one just up here. Just gonna go around and enter in level 2, grave danger. There's something ever so slightly Count Duckula about those enemies there, even though, well, I think they're alligators. I'm not really sure what they're going to be, if I'm honest.
We've lost visual, Captain.
Always pleased to hear a Star Trek reference. Nice Splatterhouse style enemy there. Said I can never get this to work. I'm gonna give up on that.
Higher, higher, lower.
Right, hitting the Polaroid there is actually the save feature. So if I play this, if I die now, I'll start from there.
Eat me! Dead, Jim. Support your local library.
Kill your TV, man.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, the TVs there that you hit, they count down. They've got like a test card style countdown screen. Then they explode, so if you're near them, you'll die.
Like the slime boys. Nice touch.
So it was stupid of me to whack it like I did. I'm gonna pretend I did that though, purely to show you that it then starts me off back here. So if you've lost health like you have and you whack those power-ups,
Sorry, Mr. Presley.
it gives you a health token to refill rather than the power-up. I quite like that mechanic actually. It is, I know it's a Saturn game, but it does feel very Mega Drive era platformer this.
Hey, reruns of Rhoda. Sorry, I only.
Oh, they're falling in!
G2, let's get back to the mystery van.
I appreciate it's some kind of sludge, but surely a gecko can swim. I don't know. Leave a comment if there are any gecko experts watching.
It's tail time.
Yeah, as you see, I did lose a life, but I've just got 100. I was calling them grasshoppers before, but I think they're just flies. Oops, that house caught me there. Didn't think he'd be able to get me up on that ledge, but he did.
Not yet.
Right. Jump over the TV this time.
That's a spot. Sweet, like candy.
Oh, I've done it again. Ah, you twat. You have to forgive my language. I was desperately trying not to swear during this.
Nice slime, boys. Nice touch.
Modern games have definitely made me soft. It does not bode well that I've lost this many lives on the second level.
But you didn't move the body.
Like I said, he's constantly making these pop culture references. I'm sure if I was 14, 15 or whatever age I was when the Saturn was out and I recognised him, I would have thought that was Ace. There's a few I know I spot.
TV man.
After 12 years of Full House.
There we go, got the remote. Kill this guy. Hopefully the exit's up here. I don't know if I can jump on the TVs because of their propellers. Let's have a go. Yeah, I can, there we go.
Hey, look! SNL!
And level 2 finally done. Not necessarily sure what the score.
This place is weirder than 4th of July at Rick James' place.
Again, no idea who Rick James is. Or who wrote these tidbits.
Let's get back to the mystery van.
Everyone knows Scooby-Doo though. Right, there we go. So we're going to move across. Down and in. Got about 5 minutes of this playthrough left, so I'll see if we can get through this in that time.
Trick or treat.
Some kind of like killer tomato. Find a videotape and you will receive a password when you beat the level. Right, that's good to know.
Need it.
I did, I think I got to this level when we first played through, but then did not.
Higher, lower.
Did not beat it. So I started again. I wasn't sure if I'd saved it wrong or not, but obviously you can't save. It's password. Again showing its Mega Drive style. Oh, I didn't know you could whack the skull. There we go. Always learning.
Need it.
This one's for Johnny.
I'll take this, and this, and this.
Gargoyles look a bit like what you turn into an Altered Beast. You got the old classic floor that's falling away. Glad I spotted those traps under there.
This one's for Johnny.
Again, if you know who Johnny is, feel free to comment.
I don't eat anything but this.
The times of your life.
Hey, what the?
Right, how do I get across there now? Let's try a running jump. There we go.
Open the can of whooping.
Ah, this is cool. Don't know how you get off, but I like the way it's gone from sort of 2D to 3D. It's almost a bit Clockwork Knight. Change of perspective. What's this? Oh, it seems to have been like a warp zone or something. I don't know. Don't know what you're calling that. Try and get these bugs. Oh. I like the scary moon as well in the background. I think the backgrounds look pretty good. It's the Saturn's 2D chip. Flexing its muscle.
Hungry, must find food.
Oh, balls. Gone in the soup again.
Hey, to the mystery van.
Can't remember if I found the midway point on that. Let's have a look. Yes, I did. Oh, I remember now. Must have really pissed whoever his nemesis off to have gone to all this trouble, though. Anything in here?
Who opened the can of whoop ass? Adrian!
No doubt everyone spotted Rocky reference. Oh, done it again. I don't seem to have to find a way of looking down to spot the danger that's coming. How many lives have I got? Let's give this one more go. See if I can redeem myself by getting to the end. About 2 minutes shy of the 25-minute mark I mentioned. There we go, got a life back anyway. I'm going to describe that sucking noise when you walk on the walls. It's delightful. Big fan of that. I think that just zooms me further up, doesn't it?
Invincible!
I am Iron Man.
Oh, I've done it. I cannot believe that.
G2, let's get back to the mystery van.
Nice early evidence for you here of why you'll never see me doing a speed run video. That was sloppy. Nothing makes you die quicker than when you game frustrated. I could really do with some health. I've only got that one piece left. There we go. And we could really do with tail. There we go. Got two blocks of health back.
Who opened the can of whoop ass?
Should have to run through all of these with my shield.
Feed me.
Sweet, like candy.
Oh, there we go. Right, there's me remote.
Need it.
Oh, there's the videotape. Right, that should hopefully give me a password. A lot easier to find if they're always at the end of the level. Oh, that felt like an arduous journey. I am enjoying Rex though, despite the frustration. I was a big Explosion Man fan, if anyone's played that.
Rick James plays.
Or there, the 360, which was a kind of drive you insane style platform game. Alright, not going to write that down in the instructions. I'm just going to take a screen grab of it. One of the good things about it no longer being 1996, getting beat up by your brother for writing the password down wrong. Right, so just going to open this world. Not going to go in this one. So thank you for watching. Like I said, please check out the Sega Saturn Junkyard Facebook group and the Sega Saturn Junkyard blog. You're going to get a chance to vote on the next game. I might put a bit more information up about Gex. Definitely going to continue playing it. Enjoyed that despite my poor run on that last level on the back half of it. 2 worlds down. Imagine there's probably going to be a boss in there somewhere. It's taken me about 28 minutes to get here. Bearing in mind I died a couple of times and I watched the opening cinematic and I was reading the screen. So probably maybe, I don't know, maybe 5-6 hours worth of gameplay in the game. Seems alright. Thank you very much and goodbye.